And I guess we are live now. So, hey, how is everybody doing? This is another edition of the Sixy Vibe stream because, as you all know, this is the vibe. So, I have some wonderful guests here, and I guess we'll do the clockwise fashion here. We have straight from the wonderful land of Canada, the wonderful land of the metric system, and the wonderful land of blackface prime ministers. We have the great, the awesome, the only Irving Twin. How are you?
I'm all right. Happy Canada Day, everyone. Thanks for having me, man.
Oh, I didn't even realize that it was Canada Day. Sorry.
Yeah. No, it's all good. It's not your country. Why the fuck?
Happy Canada Day to you, Irving Twin. So we have Bad Comic Reviews, and he has an excellent little channel that he does do some reviews, which, despite his own description of it, are not actually bad. So we have Bad Comic Reviews. How are you?
I'm doing okay. How are you guys doing?
Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. And it's going to be doing a lot better as the stream goes on, because it's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one. And I don't think I can actually top the gusto and the gravitas and certainly the presentation of your boy Pat, but I will attempt to do my best here. I have my oldest content creator community friend here, my buddy Weebs, who makes awesome videos. She came out with a new one today. As soon as this stream is over, go right over and watch it. It's a new hot takes video where she makes a few hot takes, and she certainly does wonderful content. This is my good buddy Weibo Jones. Say hi.
Hi, everybody. You're right. Pat is a tough act to follow.
He is.
It's like he went off on just this lovely little. I don't want to say it was a tirade, but it was like just a whole bunch of just yes, please, more of that. I need all that.
It was almost Shakespearean in the way that he his delivery was very good.
Beautiful.
I guess Pat. So I will humbly just bask in your limelight. So speaking of their content, there was a cocktail hour where comic book related kind of stuff was being discussed, and it's something that I had been sort of going on in the back of my mind. This is maybe something I should do, maybe something I should do, maybe something I should do. And finally I decided, you know what, holy hell, why don't I just do it? And so I did. I bought these.
Nice.
Art set.
Oh yeah. It's a sad state of affairs that I didn't hone my drawing skills nearly as well as I did my painting skills. That sucks. And later on, you guys are going to see a bit of what I produced in the first few days of this project.
So I can't remember exactly what it was that we were talking about on Cocktail Hour when it is that you decided that this was the thing that you wanted to do, Sixy. What was it? Can you refresh my memory, please?
I'm having hard time refreshing my own memory.
You say so much shit online. I gotta get a refresher.
Yeah.
Here, please.
Okay. So I think it was something along the lines of Polly was talking about self-publishing, and for whatever reason, it gave me a spark of inspiration, and I'm like, holy fuck, I could do this. And it's one of those kind of like epiphanies that you only get every so often, and when you get them, you jump on them and you do something with it, and that's despite everything that has stopped me before, it's like, here it is. Before we go much further, I would like to crack open one of these bad boys.
Do it.
This is a Pearl from the Pearl Brewery. I think, from what I understand, they're now owned by like Budweiser or Coors or one of the other big companies, but they were independent for a very long time, since 1886. This is one of the local ones. My dad is a big fan of the light version of this, and for anybody that's ever tasted Pearl Light, it's comparable to Natural Light insofar as its non-beeriness. In fact, it may be even a little lighter than Natty Lights. That's quite a feat. But this is pretty much your run-of-the-mill lager beer. This is oh yeah. So I thought of getting a sixer of these guys because I have to say that, as well as cocktail hour, I have to thank my dad. I have to thank my dad for all of this, and it's for you, man. Back in the 1980s, early 1980s, of course, I was a kid that liked his comic books, and just the action, the adventure, the story, the characters, all of that gravitational pull to those worlds that were built by very talented people, both writers and artists, and so much wonderful stuff was published in the 60s, 70s, 80s that I absorbed like a sponge. From pretty much then on there, I was a comic book fan. So I owe it to my dad for taking me to that comic book store. I owe it to him for planting the seeds in my imagination to create wonderful worlds, wonderful characters, and so much more. And this is for you, man. This is for you. I don't know if you're going to see this video or not, but Dad, you rock. Dan, thank you very much.
Cheers to Six's dad. Shit.
Yeehaw.
So, I have a few questions here.
No.
Okay.
Two.
Okay.
You get two.
I get two questions. All right. There's before I ask
I'm
anybody.
sorry, that was mean.
Okay.
Oh, I feel bad now. Shit.
Oh, you derailed the entire stream, Weibo. Shame on you, Shade.
All right, now it's the Weibo roast. That's what this is. I'm just
Everybody,
kidding.
everybody, short jokes. Now I'm just kidding. We have Abaddon and we have Ajax in the chat. How you guys doing? It's good to see you. Apparently, Weibo has a booger.
What? I'm not even face camming it right now. You bitch.
A psychic booger. Anyhow.
No.
You've had that one picture up for years, and it has a booger.
All right. That's it. I'm changing my picture. It's no longer going to be that one. It's going to be something else.
It's going to be that one where she's doing this face. That's always a funny one. Okay, so what was I going to say?
You were going to
I
ask
don't remember it.
2 questions. You get 2.
Oh, I was gonna ask 2 questions.
Yes, you're allowed only 2.
Shit.
No, you're good.
Okay. So Irving.
Yes, sir.
What is your favorite comic book villain?
Yeah, you had asked this on Twitter the other day, I think, and I couldn't answer it. Like I'm trying to think who's my favorite hero and the best fights that hero has with the villains.
Mhm.
And you end up with, like, for me, it would be many of the classic, pardon me, Spider-Man villains, right? Doc Ock, Scorpion. Oh, Scorpion versus Spider-Man is just a great fight, especially when they team up against them.
Yeah.
But honestly, Mr. Gone.
I'm sorry.
From Howard the Duck?
The Max.
Oh, the mask.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm thinking of Dr. Bong.
Interesting.
Right.
Go on.
Dr. Bong. He was a supervillain of Howard the Duck that was essentially this big burly dude. His head was a giant bell, and he had one fist that was like a hammer.
His head was a giant bell.
His head was a giant bell.
He was literally a bell end.
Yeah.
Because I'm a sucker for Thai food, apparently.
Yeah, you can't
I'm
go
having-
with pot stickers.
It's so good. It's so
Yes.
good. It's like meat stuffed little tiny, like, I don't know what the fuck you would call them. They're dumplings, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so happy about this. I'm sorry. I've been
I like
looking
him.
at this all day.
I love them when they have just a bit of crisp on the edges. Oh, yeah. But they're all just wonderfully tasty. So good choice there.
Yeah, you want to get it from an authentic Asian place too. Like if you go in and there aren't like two kids running around playing with toys, you shouldn't be there. Because the kids should have like their own little booth full of toys, and they should just be running feral all around the place, bothering random customers. That's how you do it in an authentic Asian restaurant.
Sorry, if I may. I think what you guys are describing is like the Corruptor, right? The one that gets you to do a bad thing or twists your good thing against you. Those are very resourceful and creative villains indeed.
Did you see what just happened?
Is that the archetype?
You said the word twist, and I was twisting this at the same time.
Shit.
Kismet. Cheers.
Is that what the archetype is called then? The Corruptor in terms of storytelling?
If it isn't, it should be.
I like that. I'm gonna use that. Like, and then flash forward several decades, right? We get Mark Hamill now, and he looks like your average homeless person. I'm sorry, but like, I can't. Does anyone see this? Because this is what I see. The man has gotten grungy.
He's gotten grizzled. Grizzled.
Yes, thank you. That's what I mean. Grizzled.
Okay.
He's become more grizzled in his old age, and I actually dig it. I dig it.
It's okay. Like James Spader, he started to go bald, gain a bunch of weight, and that voice started to, and he just leaned hard into it. And it's like, yes, no, you're Raymond Reddington from The Blacklist now, and
you're freaking Ultron.
Well.
Yes,
if you
holy shit.
If you own it and roll with it, oh yeah, you can age gracefully even if you look like a homeless person.
Age of Ultron, very poorly written. James Spader's Ultron. Oh,
I loved him as Ultron. I'm not gonna lie.
Yes.
James Spader
was the boss.
Strings on me.
Oh yeah.
But here's the thing, though. James Spader works as his current iteration too. Like, if I weren't in a relationship, I'd tap him.
You heard it here
even
first,
without the hair, even with the voice, even though he's like super aged.
You have heard it here, folks. Weibo would totally tap that Ultron. So this is the different hardnesses of the lead here. And I have it, I'm all labeled and stuff like that. And then I started off with the very first skeleton drawing that I had done in probably about 20 years. Let me just put it this way. For the most part, the last maybe 25 years, I've been doing landscapes and plants. So trees, yeah, I get trees. People, on the other hand, not so much.
Y'all need Burn Hogarth.
Yeah.
Obvious answer here is turn all your people into tree men.
Yeah. Turn them all into Groots.
Yeah.
And here's of course I have some notes written down there. Okay, so I do that whenever I draw something. This was the second. These are all, of course, like 1 to 2 minute sketches. These are all very quick. I didn't put emphasis on fleshing them out at all.
Your structure is fairly good. Like, it's all there. The question is, can you stretch them?
Yeah.
Can you go for the foreshortening? And how is that going to work?
Yeah, here's of course I have some notes scribbled there. This is I tried a very close up of a drawing of my hand, and I haven't done this exercise since the 90s. So, yeah.
Okay, that is very good. That's very the thumb is distinctly a thumb. It can't be anything else. Like that's very, very good. That's a level attempt at a sketch, man.
Oh, that looks good, man.
Yeah, these are very good. These are very, very rudimentary. Don't get me wrong. You got room to improve. Go hone your skills. But you're on the right path, dude.
Thank you. That was one of the things I've been most worried about. Let me tell you, Irving, as a painter, do you know how longingly I've looked at my paint set?
Probably very.
As I'm doing these sketches, how longingly I went to open that drawer and pull out my brushes and solve all the problems that I'm facing right now with all the shit that I have here. I could, with the brush stroke here and a brush stroke there, here a brush stroke, there a brush stroke, everywhere a brush stroke. We're going to solve these problems with these paints here. E-I-E-I-O. This is going to look weird, but this is day 5.
Super interesting.
This is, I was trying to...
That's not how you 69.
No, it's not.
No, that's a 45 right there.
Oh, okay, good. Just making sure. All right. I've never tried that one before.
This is a 45.7. Okay, so yeah, I was trying to capture in my mind what it would look like somebody doing a backflip. And I did have a reference photo that I was trying to work from. It didn't quite connect, and I don't think working from reference photos is going to be my go-to. I think it's just kind of piecing together in my mind what the movement is like, where now that I'm better understanding like the muscle anatomy and how the skeleton actually moves when it's in these positions, I can capture that a lot better as far as that goes. But this was one of my first attempts at kind of capturing that sort of really drastic sort of movement with this. Yeah, kind of. I started drawing this one first, and then I moved up and drew this one second, and his head kind of connected with the it's like he's headbutting that dude's junk. So that's that one there.
If you want to avoid the eyeball problem, here's a simple thing. Get some googly eyes, take a photo, and superimpose them on everybody's face, and just be like, oh, they're supposed to look like that.
Actually, I like that solution. I like it quite a bit.
Yeah.
I think 100% that this needs to happen.
That's why people keep me around. I'm a problem solver.
Yeah.
Modern problems require modern solutions.
That's right.
I guess the three-dimensional aspect of it is that had always been my problem with drawing, is capturing 3 dimensions in a 2-dimensional space. Perspective.
That's literally history's problem with it. That's why the Egyptians didn't bother with it.
Yeah. And here's another series of quick drawings.
Oh, okay. Right here, you practiced for several days, and this is the moment you leveled up. Yeah, like you went on a grind, and now level 2. There you go.
It's just a good stream. Anyhow, I am the next 6 minutes.
So sorry. I do have something to say
What's
about
that?
what's not showing. I would like to say to Quiz, my emotional cores return disgust. I choose to experience it. And he'll get that. He'll get it.
This is going in the highlight video. Just telling you, this is going in the highlight video.
Appreciate it.
Okay, so I am I am the next 6 minutes, and these have been my wonderful guests, and I do appreciate all of their honesty in just being just great people. And it was certainly my pleasure and my honor to share my progress thus far with my art with each of these individuals, Mervyn Twin, Jack Cochran, Weibo Jones. Thank you all very much from the bottom of my heart. You guys are awesome, and I certainly picked the right group of people to introduce all this stuff to. And thank you very much. And I certainly will be thinking about your comments, your words, your criticisms, your compliments as I go forward through this project. And I just want to thank you for helping me reach the next step. Yeah. So I want to thank each and every one of you that showed up in chat for to just give your 2 cents. Thank you for being here. Thank you for following me, and certainly thank you for coming to the stream and watching me talk for 2 hours about me. No, just kidding. Just thank you for being here, and just thank you for being awesome, chat and guest alike. This is the vibe.
This is the vibe.
This is the vibe.